Welcome to another adventure. Today we are taking you to a lesser known but incredibly charming town in northern Poland, Braniewo. Nestled near the border with Russia, Braniewo is a place rich in history, culture and natural beauty. Let's dive in and discover what makes this town so special. Braniewo has a fascinating history that dates back to the 13th century. Originally known as Brownsburg, the town was founded by the Teutonic Knights and became an important trade and educational center in the region. It was also the first town in Warmia to be granted city rights in 1254. Over the centuries, Braniewo has seen its fair share of historical events, from medieval conflicts to World War II battles. Today, the remnants of this rich past can still be seen in its architecture and cultural landmarks. Braniewo may be small, but it's packed with interesting places to visit. Let's start with the Museum Ziemi Braniewskiej. This museum was opened in 2016 and is run by a non-governmental organization which could be described as the Friends of Braniewo Society. This museum features exhibitions about the history of the area. This multi-story museum is well done and is obviously a labor of love for the people involved in its operation and future development. Visiting the museum is free of charge, but it's recommended to support this museum as this is a non-governmental entity. The tour begins with watching a short 6-minute film, which is an introduction to the history of the city. The tour begins in the same room, and there are numerous display cases with objects that have been obtained from this land. There are commemorative coins, pins, everyday objects. Many of them bear the signs of the occupier.
To się mówi zajawkę na to, tak? Bo stamtąd co ja pochodzę, bo jestem z Poszczecina, no to tam kurde...
No ale to rząd trochę nas przecież to jakbyśmy tego nie zbierali, chcieliśmy grobek, nie tamtego, chcieliśmy skopać tego sadu, nawet georadaru nie dozwolili, żeby pochodzić,
The industry was once quite developed here. The cigar factory was opened in 1885 as a branch of the factory in Elbląg. In 1890, production increased to 4,910 million cigars, and the products were sent to Russia, Africa, and Australia. The themes of the other exhibitions are religious themes, fishing, shipbuilding. All these exhibitions are located on the ground floor of the building. But that's not all. Visitors can also see 3 floors of the tower, where there are exhibitions about memorables from the Polish People's Republic and everyday life. Here you see the monastery of the Sisters of Saint Catherine in Braniewo. Let me tell you about an incredible woman named Blessed Regina Protman, who founded the congregation of the Sisters of Saint Catherine in Braniewo way back in 1571. Regina and her fellow nuns weren't just about prayer. They were all about action too. They took care of the sick during epidemics, educated poor girls, and ran orphanages and kindergartens. Fast forward into the early 1900s, and the congregation had grown so much that they needed a bigger space. So in 1904, they built this stunning neo-Gothic monastery. During both wars, it even served as a field hospital. Despite the damage, the monastery stood strong and was eventually restored. Now, back to Regina. She was born in 1552 to a well-off family in Braniewo, but instead of following the expected path of marriage or joining a traditional convent, she did something totally different. She and two other women dedicated themselves to a life of prayer, work, and serving others in need. Their small community kept growing, and by 1583, the church approved the rules Regina had written for the order. Besides this, there are many other places in Braniewo to visit. For example, Basilica of St. Catherine, Braniewo Castle ruins, Braniewo defensive walls, Holy Cross Church, Pasłęka River, Cemetery of the Defenders of Braniewo, Braniewo Park. That's a wrap on our visit to Braniewo. Thanks for tagging along with me today. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon so that you don't miss out on more adventures. See you in the next video.